Hello everybody.
From Barcelona.
So we haven't been to a lot of cathedrals this time in Europe, and generally we decide we're not really big cathedral people, but there's a cathedral here in Barcelona called
Sagrada Familia.
and it's supposed to be one of the coolest looking cathedrals in the world.
Yeah.
And you got to get tickets there. So we got tickets. We can skip the line, and we're gonna check this out. It's supposed to be really, really cool.
Yes, it's a 30-minute walk from our hotel, and our ticket is starting in 30 minutes, so we have to move fast.
Here it is, Sagrada Familia.
It is absolutely insane.
So we read on the website that they don't want professional looking film equipment in there, especially audio, so we're going to take the microphone off of our camera.
We took the tripod off too.
Yeah, we just want to apologize in advance if the audio is not super great in there.
Or if we don't take any pictures at all.
Yeah, that's a possibility. We'll let you guys know.
Read the room.
You'll find out in like 30 seconds. But first, some facts about this place.
So the La Sagrada Familia began construction in the late 1880s.
About 140 years ago.
And it's still under construction. I think they're gonna be done in 2026.
That being said, that date has been pushed back many, many times. And it's way over budget, so needless to say, it's had kind of a troubled construction. But this thing is super, super impressive. It's the tallest religious building in Europe.
It will be when it's done.
I mean, the scale absolutely dwarfs other buildings that we've seen similar to it in Europe. It's really, really cool. Let's go see if we can get in.
You're one of a kind. One of a kind.
So the tickets, which were $26 each, come with an audio guide. So you can see like every one of these stops, a whole bunch of people looking like this. It's really interesting though, it's really detailed, I like it.
So apparently this place gets 3 million visitors a year, and I can see why. This is the most unique looking religious site I've seen in Europe so far. I mean, it just looks interesting, I don't know.
Like we said earlier, it's going to be the tallest religious monument in Europe soon, but also the architect made it a specific height, so it's not going to be higher than the mountain that's in Barcelona. He said that no work of man should be higher than God, so it's at a very specific height, I think 172 meters. And also, like, we're here in the evening and the light is streaming through these windows, and it's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I'm so glad this is the time that we chose. It's absolutely wild.
So the architect, Gaudi, he wanted this to resemble a forest. So the pillars in here are supposed to resemble trees, and near the top they branch out and support the entire structure. It's part of the reason why they can have such tall ceilings in here, even by the standards of some of the other churches and cathedrals in Europe. And also he tried to make the interior as like uncluttered as possible by putting all the art on the outside walls and not putting like a ton of seats or anything in here. This definitely has a different flavor to it. I love it. Now we're on the outside, and this just keeps getting cooler.
It's so neat.
So apparently on this side, kind of like how the inside was supposed to depict a very lifelike forest, the outside here is supposed to depict like the tensed up muscles of Christ, and
His suffering and
yeah, like then there's some more pillars up there that's supposed to depict his ribs.
it kind of feels like a giant art gallery.
Yeah.
It was really neat.
So all the people who worked here, their kids got to go to school in this building, which is where we are right now.
Whoever wrote that chalkboard has really good handwriting. I am super
Les
impressed.
obres continuen i el 1935 s'enllesteix la façana del naixement. Durant la Guerra Civil, part del temple s'incendia i l'obrador de Gaudí amb les maquetes del projecte queda destruït.
We ended up staying till it closed.
That was such a cool experience and definitely I think worth the ticket price.
I think so. Usually we don't like to pay for those types of things, but that was definitely worth it.
Yeah.
I will say neither of us are really like religious people, but that was quite a spectacle. You can't deny it.
You can definitely tell the passion and love that went into that building. It was really neat. And we figured out that when it's completed, it will have taken longer than both the pyramid, or actually longer than the pyramid, but 50 years less than the Great Wall of China.
If it is completed according to schedule in 2026.
Yeah.
So a lot of time has went into it, I guess, basically is what we're saying. You guys, we have a confession. We walked around for the last like hour and a half.
Yeah.
We were gonna go to a rooftop bar and show everyone that, and it's Saturday night and we realized it's all way too expensive for us and there's waiting lines everywhere. But our hotel has a rooftop area.
And it's free.
Cheap grocery store beers.
Classic us. I mean, there's nothing really better than this. We also got takeout.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good night.
So sorry this vlog was a little short, but we just wanted to watch Game of Thrones tonight because the new one just came out. So thanks you guys for coming with us on this one, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Subscribe.
Is it? Yeah, it's recording, okay. So the architect, Gaudi, what was I supposed to say? Look at the lens.